Hey guys, how you going? I often wonder, have you ever thought that we were already in the New World Order? That the UN was the world government, the one world government? And that our currencies all ran through the New York Stock Exchange? And that we have chips in our bank cards and chips in our phones, which are always in our hands? Well, not always. Some people don't have their phone in their hand all the time and others do. But I've been thinking about this for quite a while. And for the last, at least since World War II, we've been lied to about nearly everything. The news is not there to give you the news, mainstream news. The news is there to hide it from you, hide the real news from you and get you looking elsewhere. It's what they're doing now with the vaccines and pushing their agenda. They're on their last legs. They've got no choice but to keep trying to push and scare people. All I can say is please don't listen to them, because they used to lie by omission, by leaving things out. Well, now they just outright lie. So a lot of things they are saying are not true. And in fact, at the moment, Trump is suing the media for lying. Okay, on the one world government thing, before I go to this that you can see on the screen now, when you think about the UN being the one world government, there were 150 to 170 something countries that were signed up to the UN. And what the UN wanted, our politicians did, down to the levels of councils, local councils. So that is how we got to the amount of rules and regulations and licenses and registrations that we have now. What Trump is trying to do, what I believe, is roll it back. Live by the Constitution, which only has pretty much the 10 Commandments to live by. Don't steal, don't murder or hurt anybody, and so on. If anyone knows the full 10 Commandments, can you put them in the comments for me? That'd be good. It doesn't matter whether you believe in the Bible or not. They are good rules to live by. And did you ever wonder why our politicians never did what the people wanted? They have always done what the UN wanted and the elite. Now, okay, someone sent this to me today, and I think it's very important because this is one thing I have not been able to articulate properly myself, trying to tell people. 5G mind control, and 5G kills. Trust Trump, he fixed the 5G. Okay, and there's a tweet there that says, despite the constant negative press, Covfefe, he was talking about 5G all along. In layman's terms, Covfefe magnets essentially cleanse the impurities from the 5G and work on an ionic level to keep oxygen from being depleted, rendering the signal harmless. Covfefe is an alloy of cobalt, vanadium and iron, creating a magnetic material, will facilitate many innovative technology advances for our future, including space travel. And this was from Twitter. And I don't know who, because it was sent to me, I don't know who posted it on Twitter, and therefore I can't include the link below. I'm really sorry, but if you look up these hashtags, 5G mind control, and 5G kills, you should come across this post somewhere in there. So that's how you can search for things too. Any hashtags, use it and search for it, especially because we know it comes from Twitter. We can see that down the bottom. And we can see that it was the 18th of March at 10:57 a.m. So you can look for that. Another thing, another reason why I'm following Q and Trump is because if this succeeds, if they succeed, chemtrails are going to stop because they want clean air, clean food, and clean water, just like we do. And that is the aim of what they're all doing, and that is the aim of why I'm even following it. Yeah, because it's what we all want. So there's a lot to it, guys. Not only that, I came across something that I was trying to show you guys on the live stream, which ended up being, that was very strange. I had a copyright strike, but when I went over to more info, it said I broke community guidelines because I had my live stream set for children, which I did not. Okay, hang on a sec. Okay, guys, this is a map of where GMOs are grown in Australia. Does that look familiar to anybody? I'll show you. Can you see the top, who it is? Okay. I'll include this link underneath. That is where it's from. You can see Gov website. Okay. And this was where the GMOs were grown. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? Queensland University of Technology, the University of Melbourne, the Department of Economic Development, Jobs, Transport and Resources, South Grampians, University of Queensland, University of Queensland, University of Queensland, the University of Adelaide, Adelaide, CSIRO. Look at it, wheat, barley and wheat, sorghum, whatever that is, perennial ryegrass, wheat, chickpeas, wheat, CSIRO, wheat, CSIRO, wheat, CSIRO, wheat. Monsanto cotton. And Monsanto cotton, it keeps going, it keeps going. These are all over the place too. Toowoomba, Narrabri, Wyndham, Central Highlands, Murrumbidgee, Western Downs, Walgett Narrabri, Litchfield, Narrabri. This is disgusting. I'm very much against GMOs. I'm against 5G. I'm against fluoride. And I'm against vaccinations. And I'm all for living naturally and healthy, the way we should be. And it makes me wonder if this is why supermarkets are running out of food. It seems like a fake scarcity to me, guys. And I think maybe they're selling out all the processed and all the foods because we will be getting cleaner, fresher food from now on. We might even turn back to market stalls and buying from farms. And I also thought that maybe they've already prepared this with backup crops. So the world's going to change, guys. We're in the middle of it right now. If you're panicking, try not to. Just remain calm. This will pass. And if you don't believe the same way I believe, that's fine. I've got no problem. And we can just wait and see. Because the alternative is that we all panic and run. And where are we going to go? If you've got somewhere to go, well, then maybe go now. If you're worried about things going really bad. But I've searched all this over the years. I've been taught the same thing. And I remember about FEMA camps and all of this stuff is when Alex Jones was out. He is a known disinformation agent. I'm sorry. As much as he woke me up, he is. He's controlled opposition. He was friends with Charlie Sheen, the guy who molested Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. So, Corys, the two Corys, not Corey, Corys. So I wouldn't trust Alex Jones because he hangs out with Sheen. Anyway, guys, this is what we're all about. Things are going to get nuts for a while. You'll probably have people arguing and getting very upset and cranky at things. And if it does get out of hand, look, the army are on their way and they are utilising part of the UN army to get this job done. So you will see UN, and I know what we've been told about the UN troops too. Again, that was Alex Jones. Controlled opposition. If he knew this was coming, if he had any foresight at all, he would have started putting out disinfo to try and prevent this from happening, the truth from being exposed totally, because it would expose him as well. So apparently there are a lot of earthquakes going on at the moment, especially over in the US. I think a lot of that is the deep underground military bases being blocked off so they can't run to them. Just to see. And this is a meme from, it was in the meme folder. If you go to McAllister TV, she has a mega meme folder of all this stuff. And this was a tweet that was caught 4th of December 2016 from the NSA. Pizzagate is real. Do not give up the citizen investigation. This tweet will be deleted. Pre-commitment. John Podesta. Okay, look up 800,000 missing black children. More than 100,000 each year. Jet Magazine, April 29th. Do you want truth or lies? While African people are increasingly distracted by issues pertaining to homosexuality and a government occupied with focusing on gay rights, someone or something is stealing and consuming our children. Black organ harvesting. And a lot of this is really sad. And look at Tom Hanks. The left picture was posted by Tom Hanks on Facebook tonight to indicate that he is self-quarantined at home. The picture on the right was found on a Greek website in 2017. What is going on? Does anyone else think he was arrested? It's the same photo, but with something else written on the shirt. Isn't that interesting? Oh, and then we have this. Have you learned how to decipher their coded message yet? And this is it Tom Hanks? Yes. Hey folks means hey deep state friends. Good news, 1 week after testing positive in self-isolation, the symptoms are much the same. In other words, good news, they've held me for a week, but the situation hasn't changed much. No fever, but the blahs. Lots of talk, but they don't have much. Folding the laundry and doing the dishes leads to a nap on the couch. They didn't believe the cover story and they put me in isolation. Bad news. My wife, whatever her name is, has won 6 straight hands of gin rummy and leads by 201 points. Event 201, anyone? Bad news, they've got us for whatever 6 is code for. We aren't playing the game. Gin rummy only goes to 100. Playing the game is being a rat, and they know about the 201 scenario. Look it up. And then he wrote, I've learnt not to spread my Vegemite so thick, which is code for Australia's compromise, don't flee here. And yes, please don't. Please don't flee here. We don't want you here. I travelled here with my typewriter, one I used to love. They track me, in other words, means they track me through my cell phone. Our phones are compromised. We are all in this together. I am still one of you. Flatten the curve, Hanks. We can defeat them, call sign. And they were Corona typewriters. And Madonna also put up a tweet with a Corona typewriter. So I think they are definitely talking in code. Oh, just another one from CNN, from Terence K. Williams on Twitter. Exposing CNN. They called the coronavirus the Chinese coronavirus back in January, but they're calling President Trump and all of us racist for saying Chinese virus. Retweet to show everyone these people are only pulling the race card to divide us during a crisis. And this was from CNN. A new Chinese coronavirus, a cousin of the SARS virus, has infected more than 200 people since the outbreak began in Wuhan, China, in December. Scientist Leo Poon, what kind of name is that, who first decoded the virus, thinks it likely started in an animal and spread to humans. And there you go, shows that scientist is not really probably a scientist. And from Tanya Maga, is the West Nile virus discriminating? The Spanish flu, Ebola, German measles, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, Lyme disease, MERS, which is the Middle East respiratory disease, the norovirus, Japanese encephalitis, or Zika fever? Get out of here with your faux outrage. Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. I will be back probably tomorrow with more. And as soon as I sort the live problem out, I will be back live. Okay, guys, I hope you have a good night, a good morning wherever you are. Take care, be safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, guys, bye.